Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. So, um, I'm here to illustrate to you a Google form with a theme of Easfa'S membership registration form. And also, I might also show you the, I might also show you the translation of the English language statement to a uh, to the French part. So from there, the ASFA's membership registration form is an online document which is to be filled and further submitted. This form is used to collect information from prospective members and to help ASFA, which is a statistical field society, in knowing and understanding who wants to be a member and motivating them to participate in its mechanism its mechanism process. And from there, you have to understand that when time goes on, it might reach a point whereby every member might be giving an amount payment whenever we have discussed on that. And such collection of membership payments might be used in different reasons, even if it is a construction of a training session or a station whereby such teachings might not help those nearby, but also those far away, because it might be recordings of related to different statistical software softwares and also many other practicals. And from there, we have to understand that when we start any section that is being started, it is something mostly needed, and it needs a- a- any participant to feel it and to show a truthful information coming from you. So from the start, this email, uh, you have to give a valid email, and this information is collecting uh, numerous number of mails, knowing that whenever you fill all all this form is, since it's not something large from the start to the end, this might mean that whenever submitting, every the whole form might be sent to your mail and you have to save it. And also the filled form might reach to might reach to a moderator, uh, let me say me, who created this Google form with a theme of the ASFA's membership registration form. And anyone who feels uh, increases the number of responses or respondents or participants in there. And this means that we should all be active, since this information collected from the number of respondents might create a workbook in a Microsoft Excel document. And from there also, you might move by giving your surname. And the surname might be followed with your first name, then your middle name. And they are mostly important subsections. And from there, you have to give also your email address, because the first part needed you to show your valid email, whereby whenever filled, the whole form might be sent back to you. But this is a section needed for we to know your mail in there. And from there, you might give your phone number. And when doing that, you have to start with an additional sign, an additional sign followed by your country code. Let me say when you come from Kenya, a country code of Kenya is 254. When you talk of Uganda, the country code of Uganda is 256. When you talk of Nigeria, the country code of Nigeria is 234. When you talk of Ghana, its country code is 233. When you talk of South Africa, its country code is 27. So, so that uh, you cannot be stuck in whatever thing you do, go by confirming from your Google search, such that by asking what is the country code of your nation, maybe if it's of Mauritania, Cameroon, and the rest. Then after that, let the country code be followed by your phone number. And that is it. Even if you can confirm it by use of the WhatsApp contacts, whereby it starts with the additional sign, the country code, and your phone contact. Then from there, the gender section is found that it's a single, it's a single section, or it's a single response by either giving whether you are a male or a female individual. Then it's followed by the date of birth. And from the date of birth, it starts with the month when you are born, the day, and also the year you are born. And where I am pointing at, that shows the calendar of the day, month, and the year. Then from there, we talk of one's nationality. These are the these are 51 countries here in Africa. So you have also, it's a single chosen, um, it, it's a single chosen, so you'll have to pick one of the nations you come from. From there again, you might move to a section that talks of the city you either resided or you resided before. So you'll either give, if I come from Nairobi, I might I might take it as Nairobi. When I talk of when I talk of Lagos, you will write it as Lagos since you come from there, or you came from there before. I don't know, that is the place you work from, and many others. When you come to the physical address, you have to give the physical address since with an additional of postal code address if you want, since it is just a short answered text. Then you might be asked a course or a list of courses pursued now or before. And this shows that if you're an undergraduate student and you had only one course pursued, you will give, if one is to talk of statistics, you might write it as statistics. When someone is a master holder, having pursuing having to pursue the course in the master's degree level, then you might give that course and maybe an addition of the course you took when you are in the undergraduate level and many more. And then when we come to the institutions you are now or you have been with before, you might either give the institution you are now when you took let's say, for example, you are a PhD holder, that is the course you are taking now. Since a PhD is just, it's just a short abbreviation of the doctorate of philosophy, and then you might give even the an institution that you took while pursuing your master's and maybe even the undergraduate level. From there, you might also show your professionalism. So this means that this is not just a form talking of the statisticians, the data analysts alone. But here we are talking of individuals of different careers. And this means that even a doctor can work together with an individual related to the statistical field. A biostatistician is well engaged in the health sector. He or she can work better even with a public health worker, a nurse, a health records um, worker, and many more. When you talk of maybe um, a banker, an accountant can also be engaged in this elite African statistical fields alliance, since they can work hand in hand with a financial analyst, a market analyst. When I talk of an econometrician, uh, they can work hand in hand in one sector. When we talk of an environmentalist, he or she can work together with the forecasting, an agricultural forecasting in the, for work, and agribusiness work, and many more. Those are careers of different kinds from different sectors. Lastly, you come to the comments of ASFA. So it is you to give uh, one suggestions or even recommendations. That will be like a collection of whatever thing you have seen in there. And this means that coming together is like working, uh, learning from one another, and even having a boost of different changes. And to this mouse cursor that I'm pointing at, you can come to the part that states translate. Whenever you click it, you can be asked either to take whichever language that you can use in terms of translating the English language. Whenever taking it and clicking it, you might get that every word that was uh, in English form can be turned to the French language, and that is how it might be filled in and finally be translated. And that is like translating a form from one language to the other. Not only from there, but I will also thank you for showing your activeness and taking part in understanding whatever I was illustrating in this form. So next time, since we had an online questionnaire form, which was closed just days ago, next time be active in whatever thing given, because that was like a 1 month data collection exercise time duration. Thank you all, and let us do the best in one battalion or in one society called EASFA. Have a good day.